Good morning, everyone. Welcome to No Warning, because you got no warning when I'd be on, but you will assume these days I'm going to be on around 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central on Monday mornings. Now, next week may be different because I'm coming back from Windy City Pulp and Paper, which we'll have a little bit more about that later on. But please join us. And people are starting to come in now. Please come into the discussion. Please tell me who you are, leave a comment. If you have something to promote, leave a link, and please support our people. And we have a special person we're going to talk about this morning. But first of all, we want to talk about our very spatial, yeah, right, I'm a writer, special Patreon supporters who support this program every month with their monthly stipends. And if you want to become part of the Rising Tide movement, uh, please consider joining us on Patreon, www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And please join us. We would love that. Also, we are brought to you by Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
You've worked hard and written a great book. Now, it's time to give it a great cover. If you're an indie author or small press publisher, Plasma Fire Graphics is your source for affordable cover illustration and graphic design. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
You worked hard on that book, right? And you want a great cover to go with it. Well, who better than Jeffrey Hayes? I tell you, he not only does incredible work, he does it incredibly fast. He is very easy to work with. He gives you exactly what you want and then some, but also he's got some really great creator friendly pricing going there. So contact him at www.plasmafiregraphics.com. Also, check out the Facebook page, look at all those great samples, and get him in your camp helping you sell that book with all kinds of graphics that you need. That's Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. And like I said, we are also brought to you this morning by Rising Tide Publications, and we are going to be we are currently working on for the second Tuesday in May, we are going to be releasing a hardcover of Santa's Sign, the 10-year celebration, with some re-edited pages, as well as the script to the original stage play that inspired the novel. So be watching for that. You know we're going to talk about it. And speaking of talk, we're going to talk to you in just a second. And let's see what else. I can't think of anything else, so you know what that means, right?
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
They mock us with their laughter.
How dare you!
I agree, Greta. Anyway, we're glad you're here. Please tell your friends, share this with everyone. And like I said, we are available at risingtide.pub, also at amazon.com, Smashwords, Walmart, barnesandnoble.com, booksamillion.com, any of the .coms that sell really, really good books. We've got our catalog up there. But we also want to give some love to our dear friend Morgan S. Komnick, who we'll call her a co-sponsor of this show. She's got a great book out, or rather, she's got several really great books out. I'm a big fan of hers. But she is currently working on her brand new audio book, and we had a little bit of a lull last week with no contributions, and we got her off to a great start about a week and a half ago. But please, or actually almost 2 weeks ago, but please, give this a look. Check out what she's offering. She's got some samples. You get to meet her two great vocal artists, Lexi and Logan. They are terrific together, and they're doing a great job on this book. I've heard little samples from it, and you're going to dig it. So please help her. She really wants this thing to happen. So please support this, even if it's just $10, $1, whatever. It gets her closer to her goal, and we really want to see her get over the goal with this one. And I'm trying to refresh the screen to see where we're at. She's asking for $2,500, and she's up to $806 so far with 18 backers. Let's get her up to 20 backers by the end of the show if we could. All right. So anyway, that's that. And I think I've blathered on enough. We need to have you blathering now. And anyway, your wisdom will fill this space. As Professor Kingsfield used to say, you'll fill this auditorium with your wisdom. So anyway, and of course we couldn't get any wiser than this with the one, the only Michaela Jade. Good morning to you, darling. Mwah. Hope you're doing well. Hope your yesterday went well. Hope today went well. Check out Michaela's author Michaela Jade's channel on YouTube. Give her some love. Check out her morning motivationals where she kicks you in the ass and gets you out of bed and gets you working on your creative day. And speaking of working creative, there is my buddy, Joe D. McPhee. There is no warning. Only BKM. Check out From the Desk of Small Press Publisher every Saturday night. And plus, he's going to be probably hosting Comic Book Spectrum this coming Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. And he may wind up being the host for a while. Things are coming up. And somebody who's coming up also is Eric Hawkins. He is the author of Zombieful World of Oz, that great comic book, which I'm going to be taking copies of to Windy City Pulp and Paper show this coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's at the Weston Center, the big hotel there at the Weston Center. And please check it out. The admission is very reasonable. Look this event up on Facebook and on the interwebs. They've got their own website, but it's going to be great. You're going to meet some really prominent writers in the field of pulp fiction today. I know Will Murray should be there, Ron Fortier, Rob Davis, everyone from Prose Press, just a whole bunch of really great people are going to be showing up, and I will be there. I will have my first table there. We'd really love you to come in and buy some books and get some autographs. I am Eric, and I'm an alcoholic. Good morning. Hi, Eric. How you doing? I'm not an alcoholic, but I am a coffeeholic. So I understand. Eric does like his adult beverage, as I do occasionally. And Adrian Gambit, good morning to you. How you doing this morning? Good to see you. And the Independent Creator Directory is here. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Sign them up for this thing. I gotta fill mine out the rest of the way, but it's a great thing. It's kind of a wallet where you can check out a person's all their links, or if you're looking for a specific type of person, like a publisher, an editor, or what have you, or broadcaster, there are links that will lead you to people who are doing these things. So, and you can network with them. So please check it out. And Joe Bachman, that's better. Forgot to change accounts. Joe, always a pleasure, buddy. Hope your morning's going well. And Kelly Austin, mwah. Good morning, Brian. Hello, fellow creatives. Kelly Austin here, Brian. I'm about ready to fire Facebook, really. I've been for quite a couple of years now. I've been ready to take them out back and shoot them at dawn, or at least at Tony Orlando. I understand Facebook it has changed for a number of us from a place where we keep up with our friends, our supporters, or whatever you want to call them, our customers. And now it has become a necessary evil, if nothing else. It's like, we don't like it. It has a lot of flaws. It is no longer conducive to doing business on a free basis, which is what you want for when you're starting out, especially, or you have absolutely no budget, like most of us creatives. And, it's going to the pay model so heavily that you can't get any traction on there anymore unless you pay out of the pocket. And of course, there are no guarantees with advertising. So, having said that, there's no other platform that, even with the diminished reach you have, where you can do as well. So, yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Kelly, on this one. I totally agree. And if anyone else has an opinion, put it in the comments. Let's read those things. And Michaela Jade says, new things have come to light for the Michaela Jade brand. Tomorrow's morning motivation will have more info. Check it out at authormichaelajade.com, author Michaela Jade on YouTube. And again, please subscribe to her channel because she is amazing. And don't forget, please check out Morgan's book there. And we've got a condensed address there. But you can also go on there and look for Monsters and Mortals, also for Morgan S. Comnick. And please check it out. It's a really worthwhile campaign, and Morgan's put a lot of work into putting that page here. It looks beautiful. And speaking of beautiful, there's author Kathy Jackson. Mwah, good, happy, sunshine morning hug. See you all at SalukiCon this Saturday. I will not be there, unfortunately. It's the first SalukiCon I'm going to miss, unfortunately, because I am going to be at Windy City Pulp and Paper. But Kathy, I hope you do well, and please tell me how you do. Keep in touch with me over that weekend. And I was expecting you to be at SI Comic Con a couple weeks ago. I missed you there. I miss my Jackson family, and I'm not talking about Michael and all those guys. And Kelly says the second fully edited edition of my book, Bishop Kincaid, The Rembrandt Stratagem, will be out in July in hardback, paper, and ebook for that one person who hasn't heard. Shameless plug. That's the only kind we do here, darling. Never be ashamed. Hashtag always promote. And Rich Asplin Jr. Hello, Rich. How you doing? Good morning to you. Finally caught one of these from the darn near get-go. Yeah, we're kind of playing around with the opening because it the way we are doing it this morning with our one of our probably most appropriate icons here, which which is usually what this show is and all the shows I do. But no, it is not conducive to people who watch on the reruns. And believe me, folks, you watch on the reruns, we do appreciate you, and we hope you'll leave us some comments. And if you like any portion of the show, for the love of heaven, please, please, please subscribe on YouTube because it does horrible, unspeakable things to the algorithms. And who doesn't like doing that to the big dogs, right? To all the, was it the little people? I've always wanted to accept a big award one day, not just my Pulp Factory award from last year, but to all the little people who made this possible, and to all the big people who made it necessary. That's one of my my credos there. But anyway, I'm glad you're here, Rich. But anyway, the start of our show is kind of an antithetical to people watching on the reruns, but then again, it gives the people who show up live, because we give no warning as to when we'll be on, because we could show up later this week in preparation for Windy City Pulp and Paper. Oh, we are going to have so much fun up there. It is going to be a total blast. And so anyway, please come see us. That would be so cool. And there we go. And anyway, and oops, wrong meeting. Well, I'm not saying that you were far off, but this is not the green room. So, you are probably more apropos with your comment there, Eric, than you realize. And SalukiCon, whoop, whoop. Yeah, Eric will be there. Kathy Jackson will be there. I believe Amy Hale will be there. Lacey Lemke will be there. Probably Kenny Sills. A lot of your favorite Rising Tide creators are going to be there. The only person that will not be there will be this imbecile, because I'll be in Lombard, Illinois at Windy City Pulp and Paper. Please come see us. And Ariana, it was good talking to you yesterday, darling. How you doing? If you find yourself in Central Illinois on Saturday, May 6th from 1 to 6 p.m., stop by our first annual Spring Community Art Fair at the Arthur United Methodist Church, supporting art and community outreach. Check that out. Check that out on your way to SalukiCon or from your way back from it. Anyway, hopefully it's all good things, Michaela Jade. Yeah, we do hope that for Michaela. I talked to Michaela yesterday. She is undergoing some changes here. Not that kind of change. That's not the personal stuff, but she is undergoing some changes, and it's all good. I do have a hint as to what it is, but you'll have to find out what it is tomorrow when you watch Michaela Jade's Motivations in the morning. And 108 followers for Zombieful World of Oz, number 5, launching April 21st at 11 a.m. Central Time. That is this coming week. Let's see, 19th Friday morning. Eric is going to launch for the brand new edition, issue number 5 of this book here, Zombieful World of Oz. And if you want back issues, 1, check out the campaign. 2, check in at Stone Door Studios on Facebook, and Eric will sell you a copy himself. He really will. So yeah, check that out, and also go to Kickstarter. Eric, please put in a link if you haven't already. Put in, please check it out, and there is a little thing there that you can. It's like a little button, and you click on it, and it says "Notify me upon launch." Now, what it does not obligate you financially in any way, shape, or form, or even ethically, morally, or dietarily. Okay, what it does is it sends a signal to Kickstarter saying, "Hey, this guy's got it going on. Please kick up the number and the frequency of his promotions inside Kickstarter, so it gives him more opportunity to get some eyes in front of this project." I mean, this is what, seriously, the Zombieful World of Oz is probably one of the best comics out now, and I'm including the big guns too. And issue 2 has a very special story about Dorothy Gale in the sanitarium that I'm particularly proud of. Anyway, let's see, here we go. Michaela J says, Joe Bachman, it is not ideal, but it is needed. I understand that. And somebody else I understand is the one, the only, the charming, and delightful, and lovely Skunk Rocker. Mwah! Skunk, how you doing, brother? Just saw a semi-truck with a trailer said inedible animal food. Oh, God. Which made me think that if it's inedible, why are we feeding it to animals? It just seems cruel. Oh, my God. But not a real green dress. That's cruel. And you BNL fans know what I'm talking about. Inedible animal food. Well, what if they are? What actually, Skunk? Here's another. When I read that, the first thing I was thinking of: what if the animals themselves that are aboard that truck are inedible, but they're making food out of it? It's like Soylent Green, except it's not nutritious and it's not people. It's inedible animals. Oh, that's almost worse. Oh, anyway, thanks for setting the tone for the rest of the show, Skunk. I can always count on you. Anyway, Jerry, yes, good talking to you last night, too. Josh says hello. Hey, Josh. Hope you are having a good week, you and Ariana both. And Kelly Austin says 3 important things every girl needs to do on a dreary Monday: coffee, sex, and right. I've accomplished 2 out of 3 so far. Well, honey, get yourself some coffee and you'll be fine, right? Yeah, no, I'm not going to add to it. I'm not going to add to it. I'm going to take the high road for just this once. And Joe Bachman says, for those who are going to various cons this year, if you have the time, please send me the info for those cons so I can add them to the Independent Creator Directly calendar. And he's probably talking directly at me. I am so slack these days. No, actually, what it is, I realized I was talking to Michaela. When I was talking to Michaela, I realized what I got going on. I'm writing 2 novels, one for Patreon, one for another publisher, NDA. That's all you get to know. I'm writing a short story for Vela, and I'm editing a story for someone else. So, and when you work on multiple projects, here's the kind of progress you make: none. Okay, so so anyway, but definitely check with Joe Bachman about this Independent Creator Directory, because it is a great tool, and it just takes a few minutes out of your day, and you can get yourself set up and be networking with some great people. Rich Asplin Jr. says, inedible for code level magenta humans only. Remove label before display. My favorite sticker from the Happy Mutant Handbook. There we go. There you go, Rich. Oh, Rich, I hope you're doing well, brother. I saw about your surgery a while back, and hope you're doing well with that. I hope it was you that I saw. Not all of my friends have surgeries. So anyway, and Kelly Austin, inedible animals. Have I been suspended animation or something? No, but those animals probably are. They're probably like, being lathered in formaldehyde and stuff to keep them shelf stable. So anyway, boy, did this show get dark fast or what? I shouldn't say dark because I'm looking. I've got my windows out here. And I can't see really directly outside because I've got the curtains closed because it's a little chilly in here. We live in a very old house, and to insulate the upstairs is kind of out of our budget at the moment. It would be quite a bit. But I'm looking and I'm not seeing a whole lot of ambient light that comes in around the edges of the window. We were supposed to get snow today. I'm sorry to use that S word, but I should have said we were supposed to get today, but such is not to be. But we are supposed to get rain. I've been hearing the wind, and I just now heard the wind whoosh through here. Now, one thing I will announce though, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we will be moving to our brand new studio. Yes, yes, yes. We are going to move our operations from the top floor of the compound down to the sub basement into the fallout shelter. And we will be broadcasting in the comic book lounge, as we will call it. And the reasons for it are numerous. One is Cookie has to go to sleep very, very early. Almost inhumanly early. I can't go to sleep that early because my body says if I go to sleep that early, it's a nap, and then I wake up in 2 hours and can't go back to sleep for another 6. So, and that doesn't work because by then I only get an hour, and then I'm supposed to wake up again. Hashtag real writer problems. So anyway, what I'm going to do is move this operation into the basement and the sub basement actually, and we're going to be broadcasting from there. The sound will be a lot better for one thing, because we'll be surrounded by comic book boxes, which soak up that lovely sound. And eventually we'll set up the green screen. I think I'm going to get some more memory for the computer we're using here and some signal extenders. I've already been talking with Damien, the genius, Damien Waldron. Damien, I hope you're doing well this morning, brother. You and Lauren both. And he gave me some good tips on how to set this up so that we get powerful Wi-Fi throughout the whole house here. So keep an eye on this space, and we may miss a Monday or a Thursday or two to get this thing set up, but it will happen. It will happen. So anyway, Kelly Austin's asking about inedible animals, and I'm glad I'm no longer eating meat. Well, the thing is, you can have one of these little tasty meat snacks, and you still might not be eating meat. And Cindy Cap, good morning to you, darling. Miss you, Cindy Cap, CKOEPP.com. Check out that that great website and that great newsletter of hers, and check out her writing. She is an incredible writer. I'm jealous as hell. And Skylar Productions, wearing my friends Willow, Skylar, back of the Serial Box Network, all kinds of great places. And check her out on TikTok. Willow, I was watching this morning a lot of the videos you've done on TikTok, and I'm with you. I'm completely right behind you. Things are going on in this country as far as the LGBTQB, and I can't keep the order of the letters straight, plus community, and speaking as the hated old white guy thing, which, by the way, if you're going to protest something, quit calling everyone old white guys, because there are no absolutes. And there's a lot of old white guys that support what you're doing, and you're going to piss some of us off. Okay, so I don't mean this at you, Willow. You've been very good about it, but I do have some friends who seem to have this intellectual bigotry about old white guys, and they lump us all into the same category. It would be to me like saying all women cannot drive. It's a stereotype that now that I am an old white guy, find personally offensive. But anyway, Willow's been doing some very, very good things about what's happening down here in the States. She lives in the Great White North in Canada, and it's something we got to keep in mind, and we got to find a way to reverse this trend. We are going back to the 1950s down here, and it is not pretty. Anyway, Michaela Jade says, I have the Elite Warriors book to rework, republish, and relaunch. Then I have 2 active Vellas going, and the next Warrior book's in the work. Michaela, I knew you'd get this going here. You are awesome, and you are an inspiration. You really are. And so is Cindy Kemp, who is engaging lurker mode. So everyone just kind of like do this with Cindy because she is a ninja. And Radio Retro Future Bonzard, how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well with you. And good morning, Carl Witzman, who shows up just as I go into a rant and is thinking, oh, crap, I'm here 15 seconds and I've got to intervene already. Anyway, Carl, hope you and Donna are doing well this morning. And hey, Will, and who snitched the share button? That's a good question because I don't see it on my board here because I have just the ones here. I have no idea. If you're not see what you can do is I don't know if it's missing or what, but there was a button you could have like right there on my screen where you could share. Like if you're watching, you should share this immediately. Just click on there and share it to your page. I have no idea, but thank you, Cindy, for thinking of me at least. And the only good stereotypes are plugged into the walls. Yeah, and you get that wall of sound thing like Phil Spector used to have or Brian Wilson. By the way, Phil Spector and Brian Wilson both hated stereo because to enjoy it fully, you had to be sitting between the speakers at a certain range of the sound. And they preferred monaural because you could hear the same sound regardless of where you sat in the room. Trivia. Nothing you can use. Anyway, Carl Witzman says, we were trying to watch the rocket launch, but it got scrubbed at the last minute. Oh, I forgot all about that. Well, I was going to ask how it went, but I guess that's it. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, man. And I see a share button under the video. And yeah, but it seems the share button is missing. That's a good question. Hard telling. I'm trying to think. I don't know what it. I have no idea what's going on with YouTube. I just know that StreamYard, when you're here, like if you're a guest on the show, you have an option to click a button and it will share onto your page as well. So anyway. But anyway, what I do want to share is Morgan's Comics book. Let's get at least 2 more people to give a little money to that thing so that she can get a little closer to her $2,500 goal. She is at 18 backers with $806 right now, which is up from last week. We had a few fallow days, but that will happen. So please give it some love, all right? Because she's a lovely lady. And I bet the share button is a Facebook thing. That could be. Like I said, the one I know of is StreamYard, and that's like say Comic Book Spectrum Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central on all the cool YouTube channels. Like if I were hosting and say Eric wanted to share it on his page, there is a button where he could push that, and the signal would then go to his page as well. So I don't know. And Facebook, probably somebody moved the button. Here's another theory. Now, change my mind, friends. Facebook, like a lot of sites, do not want you to leave. I mean, that's why when you put in a link, here's some marketing stuff for all of you creative people. When you put in a link in your description of your video, your graphic, whatever, Facebook will suppress it. Because they don't want you leaving. Well, that's why Walmart sells tools. They sell baby products. They sell Funko Pops. They sell action figures. They sell lawn care stuff. You know why? Because they don't want you to leave. As long as you're in that store, they can sell things to you. So that's why a lot of these Kroger's carries automotive supplies, magazines. They don't want you to leave because you're still in their clutches and they can sell to you. And Facebook is the exact same way, that they want you to get your news from their bigoted sources. They want you to buy from their already wealthy sponsors. They don't want you to leave. They want you to be suckling on the breast of Zuckerberg. Which if the image pops in your mind that just popped in my mind, I apologize. That is a hideous thing. I won't be needing breakfast for a week now. But that's the thing. And you can, because I ran some tests, and this was 5 years ago. But at the time, it was Facebook was suppressing 90% of my reach. You know what I'm saying? So if you have like 100 people, let's say you have 1,000 people in your friends list, I'm only talking to 100 of them, or at least the notice is reaching 100 people. That's not to say all 100 are watching. See, because it's a numbers game here. So, um, that's why I said, Facebook has become it's become the enemy. If anything, I'm finding a lot more traction in other places, and I'll probably be sharing my love. And it's one of those things where Facebook is like, well, if you want us to give you some more reach, then you'll need to pay us. Why should I pay you? Um, I work in comics too, as well as other prose writing. And there was something we went over even just a couple days ago with somebody, or yeah, it was Friday with a friend of mine. And we talked about back in the 80s, there was a brief movement among comic retailers to not call ourselves dealers, because dealers sold, drugs, and we don't want to be connected to that kind of image. And I wrote to several magazines about this, where the big retailers were beating their chests about this. We need to call ourselves something else. And I said, no, dealers is very appropriate for us, because we sell a highly addictive product, and we prey mostly on the young, and usually the first one is free. so, um, so yeah, be that as it may, Facebook, you suck. Okay, I think we've established that. And my Facebook was messing up all morning. Mine does that too. And in fact, getting onto the show this morning, I was having some issues with it already. So I totally get it. Rich Asplin Jr. says, I share both Facebook and YouTube. Thank you. And to actually share to your channel is a StreamYard thing. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like my thing, my show doesn't always show up on my personal feed. And I will say, Rich, I have talked to people at StreamYard about it. It is not StreamYard. A lot of this stuff is Facebook, because one is Facebook security. I get that all day long, but they just don't like anything else controlling how you get your information. Okay. And Grant Lanker, no apology, my friend. Sorry you're late. You were never late. You are on time whenever you show up. And it's been a rough weekend. Oh my gosh, my dad collapsed this weekend. I was rushed to the hospital. I was on the phone with my mom trying to figure out what we're going to do. And Grant, this is the place to do it. Even back when I had Nevermind the Furthermore, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Nicholas Tockart's channel at 10 a.m., 9 a.m. Central. Hashtag always promote your friends. This is the place. We've always wanted this to be a safe place where you could vent, where you could share your joys and also share your concerns. And Grant, once we're off the air, we will say a prayer for your dad. Please keep us posted. All right. And if you and Angie need anything, please let us know. That's what this community is for. All right. We help each other. That's what Rising Tide is all about. For those who came in late, Rising Tide was born out of a saying that John F. Kennedy used to use constantly, especially during his presidency, that a rising tide raises all ships. That when one of us does well, when it works, we all do well. And personally, I've benefited from a lot of the Rising Tide philosophy. I know several of you have. And it isn't just for business. It's for keeping each other afloat. So Grant, like I said, our best to you, our prayers to your family and to your dad. Please keep us posted. And Facebook even has a dating app now. No thanks. Oh God. Oh, it's like Tinder, but creepier, right? Oh my God. That's the thing. This is another kvetch I've got about Facebook. Carl, don't get crazy yet. Don't get crazy. We're just gonna have little mini rants. One thing I've noticed about Facebook is that they have, every time somebody else comes up with something, Facebook decides they got to have their own version, because they've got the Rooms, which is their own version of Zoom. They've got their own version of PayPal. They've got their own version of YouTube. And now with the advent of TikTok, they have their own version of the YouTube Shorts, which is, YouTube. Basically, it's Facebook waiting to get into your shorts because they figure your money is somewhere around there. Your wallet might be located there. But, and I'm not referring biologically, but, oh God, I'm just thinking, oh my God, this can do nothing but, I see nothing but disaster with a Facebook version that's kind of like a Dollar General. If Dollar General started selling Teslas, it's like I would be very suspect about the quality of the vehicle. Nothing against Dollar General, but you sometimes you get what you pay for. And I have a feeling that if you go with the Facebook dating app, you will pay. Anyway, and Kelly Austin says, every time I post on Facebook anymore, I just want to check a kidney. No extreme reaction from Kelly Austin. Moderation in all things, particularly moderation. No worries, man. If you need a vent, you can always DM me on Facebook. I'll always lend an ear, shoulder. Okay, if it's a text, an eye. And you've got two of them, Rich. So you're even twice as capable as many people I know. But yeah, Grant, you can reach out to any of us, or my DM is always open to you too. All right. And Nicholas Tucker, Facebook scrambled as soon as I responded. It fears Nicholas Tucker. That's all there is to it. Nick, how you doing, brother? Nick is going to be on at 10 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays on Nevermind the Furthermore, the vastly improved edition. And you never know, I may actually show up I do show up frequently. I show up most of the time, except when I'm out of town or out running errands. I just don't talk all the time because it's, I talked on Nevermind the Furthermore for 6 years. I figure it's somebody else's turn now. Let them have a spot at it. We now will talk to you with no warning. That's what it is. Anyway, glad you're here, Nick. Hope you had a great weekend. You and the family both. And it's nothing to apologize for, dude. Skunk speaks for us all. Do not apologize for sharing your burden, because a burden shared is a burden. Less that you have to carry, and we're glad to do the rest. But I have followers who like my writing, so I feel trapped. Yeah, see, that's what I mean, Kelly. Facebook is still the best way to get your information out about what you are up to. And by the same token, every turn that Facebook does, they diminish your ability to reach them. That is why writers, if you are not putting together a mailing list, you deserve everything that happens to you. And I put myself in there because I spent a lot of years just like, I've got 10 names on my mailing list. Boy, I'm set. But, what if Facebook were to go out tomorrow? Which, free every now and then there's a rumor that Zuckerberg's going to sell it to Elon Musk. Oh my God. The only thing that could make Facebook worse than Zuckerberg running it is Elon Musk. Oh my God. He's going to get us to Mars, but he's going to drive us to distraction with Twitter, which has become we all know what Twitter is anymore. It is this. It's a blazing dumpster fire of hellish proportions. So anyway, we had a comment up. We've had the first comment up in a couple weeks. And Grant Lankard, I had two conventions to do this weekend with a sinus infection. Angie was a lot of help. Wow. Now, did you two split up forces like Brian Rodman does with Robin? Or did you have one in the morning, one in the afternoon? I'm just curious. And Grant, we are friends. Vent away. Exactly. Nick speaks for us all. And Skunk Rocker says, that is something we care about. We always want to make sure family members of the Rising Tide are doing all right. And if they're not, how can we help? Skunk if we have a mission statement, that is as good a one as any of us can come up with. Thank you, Skunk, for that. We love you, man. And I hope you're doing well this morning, Skunk. And sorry to hear that, Grant. Hope he's okay. Grant continues, I want to visit my dad, and the hospital is only about an hour away, but I'm debating on going to visit him if I'm sick. My opinion is, if you have something communicable, do not go. Or if you do, talk to the nurses and see if they can put you in surgical garb. The reason I say that is my late mother was in assisted living for a while, and a staph infection ran through there. And staph is just like COVID. It runs through a closed environment like Sherman ran through Atlanta. Okay. You don't want it. It's easy to spread. And aside from the fact it makes you sick, you've got a whole lot of innocent people who don't need it, who have lowered resistance, and it could be a death sentence for them. So what I would do is talk to your nurses about it. Because when the staph infection ran through the facility my mother was at in Champaign, Illinois, for about a month and a half, when we came to visit, I had to wear a surgical gown, and I had to wear gloves, and I had to wear, they gave you a little hat, kind of like a shower cap, and then I had to wear a mask, which is why the COVID thing with a mask doesn't bother me. I've done it before, but you had to wear a surgical mask, and of course you maintain your distance and such. So, but talk to them about what can be done. Or maybe they can arrange a Zoom call for you or something, but there are ways to do this, Grant. Just throwing it out there. And I'm still researching other Facebook-like sites to switch to. There's just not enough of them is the problem. And, it's like, remember Google Plus? That didn't last. And Brian, you might need to switch your setting on Facebook for your video. It's set to friends only. No, it is. It wasn't supposed to be. Willow, thank you. I will check. Willow, thank you. I will check that. I know that for a while, and this might be okay. This, as I think about it, Willow, it makes perfect sense. StreamYard will reset your stuff, or used to reset your stuff. So, like, if you broadcast to your personal page, it would set it and your setting overall to, to everyone. But this makes sense, Willow. Thank you. Willow's smart. I love you, Willow. I haven't told you that lately. I love you, Willow. I do. And not exactly in that wholesome way either. I don't want you to get worried. Anyway, from Desmond Small Press Publisher, Jody McPhee says, it is Facebook. They want you to use their proprietary means to stay within their services and offerings. It's like Microsoft at times doesn't play well with others. Yeah, and, Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, the two young whelps who came up with StreamYard, which is the platform upon which we broadcast, they frequently have troubles with Facebook, and I had some sort of issues with what I thought was StreamYard, and I wrote StreamYard about it, and one of their texts very wonderfully got back to me and said, it is not us. We looked into it, and Facebook is screwing things over. And it turned out I wasn't the only one it was happening to. So yeah, it's like to paraphrase a Doctor Who segment, why do you always blame Facebook, Brian? It saves time. Anyway, Carl Wisman says, good thinking, Grant. If you have an infection, wear a mask and don't go inside the room. Wait from the hall. He will appreciate it. Yeah, and definitely, like we've been doing with COVID, mask up, social distancing. If you hug the guy, just hold off. And sits back and says, BKM ran on Facebook because Carl feels the same way. So it's only when you disagree with me, Carl, that you don't care about, that you do care about how long I go on this. No, I know you feel the same way, Carl, because you are a rational human being. That's why. And I think most of my friends and most of the Rising Tide feels the same way. Like I said, it is... It's kind of like the old days of medicine when they gave you leeches. It's like, it's not going to help all that much, but it's the best we got. Or, bite a bullet, or, take a shot of whiskey before an operation. Now, that's a good one. And you can give one to the patient as well. But anyway, BKM, don't you have a con this weekend? Well, gosh almighty, it's a good thing you said that, Nick. Why, of course I do. No, actually, my next two conventions, like I said, it is going to be at the... the next one is going to be, let me put up the thing here. Thank you, Nick, for that. Hashtag always promote your friends, right, Nick? This weekend Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I will be at the Westin Hotel in Lombard. And we are going to be at the Windy City Pulp and Paper Convention, which is an annual celebration of all things pulp, comics, new pulp related. And one thing I forgot to mention, Sunday, I will be part of a panel on character creation with Gordon, moderated by Gordon Demowski, and I know Ron Fortier will be on the panel. I will too. It's going to be a good time, and bring your pen and paper. You're going to learn stuff. And then I think it's around 12 o'clock, 12:30. I will be doing a reading from one of my works, and I haven't decided what it will be yet. It may wind up being Santastein. Last year I did it and I read from Skyman, the original Skyman Battles the Master of Steam. But we're going to see what we have this time. We may pull out one of our short stories. We may pull out something from our novels. But please come see us. We will be there with all of our available wares right now. So we're going to have all kinds of good stuff for you to read, so please come see us. It's going to be a great time. Plus, they usually have an art exhibit of old pulp art. Oh my God, I love looking at that stuff so close up. It's beautiful. But anyway, thank you. Thank you so much for that help there, Nick. And anyway, the week after that, I also have, or not the week, but 2 weeks after that, on Free Comic Book Day, the first Saturday in May, I will be at Castle Perilous at 207 West Main in Carbondale, Illinois, my old stomping grounds. And please come in to the door, turn around, look at the left, and you'll see I'm one of the photographs on there. I'm so honored to be there. But anyway, Scott Thorne is going to have me in along with Morgan Komnick. And we're going to be there. You can get some free comic books, and if you buy from Morgan and myself, or one of us, you get another free comic. Okay, and if you buy something from the store, you get another free comic. You can get a whole bunch of stuff. The more you spend, the more you get. Okay, and we are included in that. So come drop us a couple of dollars and make it worth our while to show up, right? But anyway, we'd love to have you come and talk to us. We love talking to you. It'll be me and Morgan S. Komnick just chatting all day long. And good morning, Brian Nevermore. It's Teresa Dunn. Mwah! The recently moved Teresa Dunn. I went to her mansion in Keokuk, and it is lovely. She is posting her decorations that she's doing in her brand new apartment. Teresa, we're so proud of you. Anyway, love you, hun. And Skylar Production says, Grant, if your dad has a phone in his room, that connection is just as good as visiting when you are sick. That's true. That's true. I like that. And Grant Lankert says, yes, well, I talked to him briefly yesterday via phone. Very good. I used to do that with my mom, too, because at one point they didn't let us into the room because of the staph infection. But anyway, that's not to say the staff was infection. They had staph. Anyway, Scott Parker says, if Facebook Tinder is anything like Facebook Craigslist, you're going to try to go on a date with a good-looking, sexy person. When you get there, it's going to be a goat in a wig. Oh, God. Or a grace of all times. Anyway, no, I don't wear I have worn wigs, but they've been for plays I'm in. But, yeah, and they still have the Facebook Craigslist, do they? But they don't have like the naughty ads like Craigslist used to. I have to say that you know Craigslist is still around, but it's boring anymore without those weird ads in there. But that's very apropos, Skunk. Very apropos. Well said. Nick Tucker says 12 viewers, 8 likes. Folks, let's get on that. Share, folks, everywhere. Thank you, Nick. And please check out Nicholas Tucker, 10 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And for Never Mind the Furthermore, and also the Historical Fencing Guild on Friday nights at 8 p.m., where he teaches you how to murder each other safely. And Rich Asplin says, Grant Lankert, you can always have someone that is able to be there, bring up a video chat app, and have a televisit till you're better. That's true. Michaela J says, mailing list, alternate sites like Goodreads, BookBub, the Zon, and anywhere else that I sell books. Exactly. Yeah, and, there's a lot of places. It's amazing how many authors I see who have stuff on Amazon but don't use their author's page, because when you publish something on Amazon, you get a free author's page. That, now granted, it's not as nice as it was 6 months ago. It's pretty warehousey right now. But the thing is, you can put your photo up there, you can put links in, you can explain yourself, you can put in all the books you have you have a credit in. Now, I don't have a credit as far as Amazon goes on all of the books I'm in. For instance, the second Batman book, I don't have a connection to it, but I do have one to my third. the third volume where I'm at in that too. But yeah, any platform you can find that will let you vent. And by the way, I am doing like 2 or 3 new videos on TikTok every week now. So I finally took the plunge on that. I'm finally trying to figure the damn thing out. And Facebook dating, the catfish will be strong with that one. Yeah. 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 And Scott Crocker says, and hey, if you find ghosts sexy, I'm not judging, be kind of hypocritical if I did being a furry and all. That's true. But just don't do anything illegal, okay? That's why all I ask. That's why I tell people my guidelines are I don't care what you do as long as it doesn't frighten the children or the livestock. So, and Grant, I know you don't know me, says Kelly Austin, but I'm always available if you want to talk, really. So hit me up on Messenger. And does Temu have a dating site? Thanks. No. Oh, pain, the pain. Yeah, I've been seeing nothing but Temu lately. I don't even know what that is. And hello, where else has Teresa done? And from what I heard, Temu is like Wish, only it's actually good stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking the Wish version of Tinder or whatever. And we'll gotta get ready for next show. See some of you over there. Carl, thank you for being here, my friend. You and Donna have a great morning. I love you guys. And a Temu dating site would only be illegal in Nevada. Probably, yeah. And Carl, Temu and Amazon have sighting sites. It's just robots. Oh my god, kind of like half of my support at night. I haven't gotten a Russian porn bot in a long time. I'm really offended by that. Like Russian porn bots, am I no longer worthy of your attention? Almighty robotic gods who stride the earth in virtual reality. And Rich has a good idea. Unfortunately, most of my friends don't drive, so I'd still have to drive my friends to and from the hospital. That's true. And by the way, our own Jody. That's right. And McPhee is having technical difficulties with Google Drive. If someone more versed could reach out to him, I would, to Jody McPhee from the desk of the Small Press Publisher. Tech difficulties with Google Drive. If someone more versed could reach out to him, I'd appreciate it. I would too. I don't know. I don't do a lot with Google Drive. I just know I had to switch virus protection recently. But you never know. I may switch back. Anyway, just remember when it comes to Facebook, never mention the appropriate response to spiders. You'll end up in Facebook jail. I'm in the room, Rich. I'm in the room. Wait till Facebook is really run by spiders. The dating portion is for them getting meals. There you go. I knew it was something insidious. And go to read from Love Under the Waves. Yeah, only dogs will be able to hear it. And Joe Dog McKeel, how you doing, Joe Dog? Well, that didn't go as planned. Let's try to launch it Wednesday. Yeah, I heard. I'm sorry it didn't go off, man. But this way I get a chance to watch it. Hopefully I'll remember it this time. And BCAM, we also need to actually start getting together far more frequent. Nick, I was just talking with Cookie about that the other day. I had a wonderful visit Friday with Davian Waldron, who drove up here to visit me. And we had a very productive meeting, for one thing. He had some stuff he needed from me, and I happened to know the answers. And he's very generous with me as well. So we had a good time. Nick, let's work on something. Maybe not this week, but maybe the week after. What does that say? And you are twerking on TikTok. Oh my! Oh yeah! Making that booty move. You know what I'm saying, Eric? Oh man! And now go get some sleep, Joe Dog. Thank you for your service. Staying up for us. You take care of yourself, my friend. Oh, don't forget Stupid O'Clock every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. on Saturdays, followed by Last Man Standing with Dan Hollifield. Great geeky talk for 4 hours each night. Dan follows Stupid O'Clock on each night. Check them all out. They are awesome. They really are. And Eric Hawkins says, I did my first TikTok video last week, and I got more views than any video I've ever done. My first ones were pretty strong too. I was very surprised by that. And I don't have anywhere near the number of people that I do on YouTube. So it's been pretty illuminating. We are continuing to do that. And I mean, I would reach out to Skunk Crocker since I use Google Drive literally every day and have some pretty good knowledge of it. But I'm really busy right now. I don't know if I can help. I'm sure that if you reach out later, Skunk, he might still need you. And don't buy from Wish. You'll pay $40 for a piece of paper with a styrofoam and a string calling itself a phone. And has anyone tried using Vero? No, I somehow I got on their mailing list, but I do not use it. I got like a little GoPro type of camera, and it came with everything but instructions. So I have no idea what I'm doing with the damn thing except nothing. So anyway, we want to do something really cool. Support author Morgan S. Komnick. She's trying to fund her latest audiobook at this address here. It's Monsters and Mortals, the second in a series, and it's good stuff. It is part of the Hunter and the Bringer series. And she has raised $806 so far with 18 backers. She's got 17 days to go, so let's get her over the top. Oh, we just got somebody else. 821 with 19 backers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If we could get one more person before we sign off, I would love it. And so would Morgan. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's now 55 minutes still. Please, once you're done here, please go to Nicholas Tucker's channel and watch Nevermind the Furthermore. It is a great show. He's got all over the hack host that gave it to him. That guy sucked. You could tell he's burnt out from the first day. But anyway, check out Nick Tucker. Check out all the Rising Tide people. Check out all the links that you see here. And just want to let you know, thank you to everyone who has commented. And if you've watched and enjoyed any moment of this, please consider subscribing to this channel and be sure to share this with your friends. And I want to say that thanks to you, this has been a terrific show. As always, and we will come to you at any given time, but we're going to try to do it Monday. I can't promise this coming a week from today because I will be recovering from Windy City Pulp and Paper. We might do an extra one later this week, though. I don't know. So anyway, but please support the Rising Tide. It raises all ships. And we do want to say a hearty thank you to our Patreon supporters at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. It's a monthly service, a subscription service where you can support your favorite creators directly, the modest monthly stipend, but you get things like peeks at my exclusive blog, as well as, and some parts are going to be made public soon. We've already started that. So you can see what we're doing. And maybe you want to get involved. And plus, around the end of the month, we're going to try to post the next chapter in Volcana, one of our brand new novels, and we'll keep you posted as to what we're doing all the time. And I got to talk a little faster because we're coming up on some stuff here. And we also want to thank Rising Tide Publications for their sponsorship. Also, Morgan S. Komnick. And please check out Monsters and Mortals, now funding on Kickstarter. She can use your support. I would consider it a personal favor. And we also want to thank our ongoing sponsor, Jeremy, or not Jeremy, I'm singing somebody else, Jeffrey Hayes. Jeffrey, I apologize, Jeff. Jeffrey Hayes and Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
You've worked hard and written a great book. Now it's time to give it a great cover. If you're an indie author or small press publisher, Plasma Fire Graphics is your source for affordable cover illustration and graphic design. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
Great graphics, great book you've written. You need those great graphics. Great Scott. Hire Jeffrey Hayes at PlasmaFireGraphics.com. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. And we're going to get these back up here, and we got a couple more comments here real fast. And you're welcome. I'm number 19. Eric, thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Also, check out this man. Eric's Kickstarter for Zombie for World of Oz starting Friday early in the morning. Watch his live launch on that. Brian and Crew says, Kelly, I've got to switch over next show. Be good and great, everyone. Mwah, you too. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. From the Desk of Small Press Publisher, Friday nights, 8 p.m. The issues that I can't upload to a shared folder without it, trying to store the files on my personal account. Google Drive is trying to get me to buy more space. Same here. Again, I can see the new commercial by other means, but Nick prefers Google Drive. I get it. And we love you too. Brother, I love you. Let's talk about getting together next week. And thanks for the help. Have a good day, BKM. Joe D. McPhee, thank you so much. Check out Comic Book Spectrum 7 p.m. with this man here. He's wonderful. And we are missing you already. Cindy, I love you, and I miss you already, too. And we've got about 45 seconds. And so what I'm going to tell you, folks, thank you for being here. And as always, folks, I'm Brian K. Morris. We'll see you with no warning. But remember, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. Have a great day, everyone. And go watch Nick Tucker. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Where's the button? Where's the button? Brian, where's the button? Here.